very simple piece of knowledge is worked out. And this is just basically about the globe, right? The globe becomes the club, right? The globe basically just becomes the club idea, right? So obviously you've got the E on the end, the sort of free idea, and simple, obviously, and also the G is sort of interchangeable with the C, right? As we know, right? So basically a U in your U is vowels, right? Vowels, so vowels again are interchangeable within the sort of coded languages, right? So it's just basically a club idea. So you're in the club. So if you're not in the club, obviously, you know what I mean? It's the Mason Club, right? And that's all it is, right? And sort of this, so you might say, oh, read, so globe, that means, I've got to get bang into flat earth and all this, right? But there's also something funny about the flat earth type of idea, right? Because, I've done a few videos on it already and that, voicing many sort of doubts about it and all that, you know what I mean? The flat earth ideas, there's plenty of code in it. But another thing is, right, is the idea of the square and circle ideas, right? So like, square and circle, when you're on the level, on the square, on the level, right? So not necessarily flat doesn't necessarily mean square, but for a lot of people it does type of thing, you see what I mean? So the idea, right, and again, right, you go back to the Eastern religions and all that, right? And that your circle idea, right, is a sacred symbol, like the yin and yang symbol, which is basically the symbol for God, right? God, it's just a mixture of good and bad, right? Good and bad, so it's like God. It's like pretty simple, right? And your sort of circle is always in these Eastern things. It's always like a sacred symbol of life and death, and so it's a good symbol, right? The circle. Whereas your sort of a square, right, within the Eastern stuff, is basically like a negative symbol. It's it's sort of like a bad thing, like symbolizing like a sort of a box type of prison type idea, right? So check out Eastern philosophies and all that for that stuff, right? Like for example, used in the Nazi swastika is basically a square form, like a squarish form, right? Like before it was turned into the Nazi swastika, you know what I mean? When it was belonging to the sort of Eastern, it goes back into Buddhism and all that, right? And as people have sort of worked out, it was going the opposite direction and all that, right? So in the opposite direction, it was symbolizing like again life in this sort of endless sort of journey of life and death and all this, right? So then obviously you change it the other way, right? And it becomes something different, like the clockwise and anti-clockwise idea, right? So it's like again, it's like a negative spin on the symbols, right? So basically can apply that to the sort of flat earth idea, right? Where it's gone in the opposite direction of the club, right? So you've got the club, which is obviously a Mason tea drinkers, right? They're going in one direction, right? And the other non-tea drinkers and non-Masons are going in the other direction. So they're being led, just like the five-pointed star, and see they're being led downwards, and the sort of teas are being led upwards on the sort of different polarities and their journeys and that. See what I'm saying? So it has that sort of bearing within it, right? So I wouldn't be so quick to jump onto flat earth as a sort of thing and all this, you know what I mean? It's just a very simple code, basically the idea of the globe and that. You know what I mean? Just in the club or not in the club, you know what I mean? Pretty simple, like.